Welcome back. According to the World Health Organization, only 5% of COVID-19 cases are critical, with the majority of people having mild or moderate symptoms. Unfortunately, our next guest was one of the 5%. He joins us now, Alfred Payne from Fayetteville, North Carolina. He's doing well. It's so great to see you smiling and on with us. Tell us about your journey through COVID-19. How bad was it at first, Alfred?
So in the beginning, I was sick for about 3 or 4 days with a huge fever. And at first, I didn't really think anything of it. But the next day, I really couldn't breathe. And that was what made me go to the hospital. And I went to the hospital. And as soon as I got to the ER, as soon as they started taking a look at my vital signs, they saw that I had pneumonia in one lung, which quickly progressed to my second lung. And immediately they transported me to the ICU. And
wow, and you were placed on a ventilator, is that right?
That's correct. I was on a ventilator, and then I was placed into a medically induced coma because I was pulling the tubes out on my own as they were trying to keep me safe.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. So,
And
okay,
tell us.
once they were able to, I guess, did they have to restrain you?
Yes, they did.
Or that was the coma.
They restrained me first because, I apologize. They restrained me first because I was pulling out the tubes and to make sure that I would stay safe and not harm myself. Then they restrained me to the bed to ensure that I wouldn't harm anyone else. The time that things were going on, I didn't know where I was. I was in such a haze. I started seeing and hearing things that honestly, I thought people were out to harm me, but they were just trying to save my life.
That is incredible.
So once you were awake, were you able to improve quickly, or how were they able to help you?
So once they took me off the medicine and I extubated myself, I pulled my tubes out so that I could breathe a little bit better. And then from that point on, the nurses that were trying to help me, I unfortunately didn't have any physical therapy while I was in the hospital, but they got me on my feet and helped me learn how to take a couple of steps. And I was breathing without oxygen as soon as I woke up. I didn't have to do dialysis anymore. I could breathe freely. Within the next 3 or 4 days, the doctors looked at me and they said, if you don't need dialysis anymore, you don't need to be here. I was so fortunate.
Wow. And so you left the hospital April 18th, and
Yes,
you
I left
look
the
and
hospital.
sound great now. How are you feeling? How are you doing now?
I feel like a new man. I no longer have high blood pressure. I don't snore anymore. I've lost so much weight. I'm able to do things that I haven't done since I was almost 20 years old.
That's amazing.
I have a new lease on life.
How much weight did you lose?
I lost almost 100 pounds.
Wow.
I was 390 when I was in the hospital, and I'm under 300 now.
Wow. It's like miraculous. Your recovery it seems miraculous almost.
Absolutely. Every bit of it is miraculous.
Well, listen, Alfred, it's so nice to meet you and hear your story of success through this. You take care of yourself, buddy. Be well, okay?
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. We'll be right back.
Yes.